Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. Yeah. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to the episode of the podcast. It is currently 8:15 on Monday, the 1st of June. So we made it this far, folks. Don't ask me why I'm up. Up from 7 o'clock, can't sleep, wide awake. So decided to go and make myself a wee cappuccino and record a podcast. I know it's a few days over, but fuck yous, I've been busy. Busy man here. So first and foremost, I wanted to say rest in peace to George Floyd. If you aren't aware and been under a rock, uh, 4 cops, I think 3 of them were predominantly white, had killed a unarmed black man. And since then, the US has went batshit crazy with protests and riots, which I'll get into later in the podcast, but don't give it away yet too early. So also just overnight I seen that Anonymous had made a return. Guess who's back again. Yeah, they released a 3-minute video on their Facebook and Twitter, and they have released some pretty damaging and interesting material. So I'm going to play that video for you, and if the video is too low quality, the sound, I'll relay what they've released and exposed, okay? So hopefully this video plays well and doesn't freeze like normal. Here goes.
Citizens of the United States, this is a message from Anonymous to the Minneapolis Police Department. Police brutality and murder is a widespread problem in the United States, which has undoubtedly infected nearly every jurisdiction in the country, but the Minneapolis Police Department is among the worst, and has a horrific track record of violence and corruption. This week's brutal killing of George Floyd, which has sparked protests and national outrage, is merely the tip of the iceberg in a long list of high-profile cases of wrongful death at the hands of officers in your state. In fact, in the past 2 decades, 193 people have been killed by police in Minnesota. In recent years, we have seen numerous high-profile killings in the area, including the deaths of Jamar Clark, Philando Castile, Justine Davenant, Dermot Blevins, and Brian Quinones. These are only the cases to catch headlines, where videos or other evidence proves that the police are lying. Sadly, in the vast majority of police killings, the only one left alive to tell the story is the officer who took the person's life, and thus the cycle is able to continue because none of these murderers ever face any justice for their actions. This travesty has gone on for far too long, and now the people have had enough. In the most recent case of George Floyd, the blatant disregard for human life exhibited by the officers is undeniable, and all evidence that has been released so far has shown that Floyd was being entirely compliant with the officers, which contradict earlier claims from police that he was resisting arrest. Furthermore, our initial investigation of the offending officers has revealed a criminal pattern of violence on the job. At least 2 of the officers involved in Floyd's arrest, Derek Chauvin and Teo Youthow, have a history of on-the-job shootings and excessive force complaints. The Star Tribune reported this week that Joven, the officer most directly responsible for Floyd's death, has been involved in numerous on-the-job shootings where suspects were killed. There were 4 officers on the scene at the time of the incident, 1 who kept the gathering crowds away, and 3 who were forcefully holding Floyd down. Onlookers warned the officer that he was crushing the man to death, but none of the police on the scene seemed to have any concern for Floyd's condition. You may have fired these officers to save face, but it is obvious that this type of behavior is condoned, if not encouraged within your police department, as it is in others. Officers who kill people and commit other crimes need to be held accountable just like the rest of us, otherwise, they will believe that they have a license to do whatever they want. You will claim that this is just the work of a few bad apples, but what of the officers who stand by and do nothing while they commit offenses against the people they encounter, and the police departments like yours who refuse to prosecute these criminals as they would one of the citizens that they are sworn to protect? People have had enough of this corruption and violence from an organization that promises to keep them safe. After the events of the past few years, many people are now beginning to learn that you are not here to save us, but rather, you are here to oppress us and carry out the will of the criminal ruling class. You are here to keep order for the people in control, not to provide safety for the people who are being controlled. In fact, you are the very mechanism that elites use to continue their global system of oppression, and the world is finally starting to wake up to this, and they are becoming increasingly angry every time they see blood needlessly spilled without consequence. These officers must face criminal charges, and Officer Chauvin especially should face murder charges. Unfortunately, we do not trust your corrupt organization to carry out justice, so we will be exposing your many crimes to the world. We are Legion. Expect us.
Okay, so folks, so that was a video from Anonymous on the cops in Minneapolis. Also, they go on to say about Donald Trump involved in child sex trafficking with the Russians, and that the government had Jeffrey Epstein killed, and they also exposed the royal family and saying that they did have they have evidence that they did indeed kill Diana, which I'll cover as well. So another video from Anonymous, which I believe is from 2004. This is Donald Trump, and listen to this.
What do you think of Lindsay Lohan now? I think she's hot. There's something there,
Totally
right? Yes.
hearts
You have
down.
like freckles. I've seen a close-up of her chest. Yes. And a lot of freckles. Are you into freckles?
I mean, at the time of Trump's appearance on Howard Stern show in December 2004, Lindsay Lohan was just 18 years old. Okay.
If the father's a wreck, like the way he is, right? You imagine the sex with this troubled? Yeah, you're probably right. She's probably deeply troubled and therefore great at bed. Back in the day. How come the deeply troubled women? Yes. Deeply troubled. Right. They're always the best at bed. If for some reason what I said is true, I mean, they're just unbelievable. I can tell from the... You don't want to be with them for the long term, but for the short term, there's not...
Isn't that crazy? Oh, Trump's a sick man. Yeah, so I read you more info on what Anonymous have exposed. There's a document here. Let's see. That the order came directly from the royal family. The article says, when asked about how he felt about taking the life of People's Princess, he said he felt ambivalent about her death, describing her as a beautiful, kind-hearted woman who had her life cut tragically short, but she was also placing the British crown at risk, saying the royal family had evidence that she was planning to divorce Charles. She knew too many royal secrets, which everyone already assumes anyway, that she knew too many secrets and she was that kind-hearted. The royal family didn't want that. She had a huge grudge and she was going to go public with all sorts of claims. My boss told me she had to die. He had received orders directly from Prince Philip and we had to make it look like an accident. I'd never killed a woman before, much less a princess, but I obeyed orders. I did it for Queen and country. He claims the operation was run under strict control from Buckingham Palace in direct cooperation cooperation with the mainstream media. High-level conspiracy involved collusion between the media and the palace to square their stories, make sure everybody was on the same page. It was a well-run operation. Okay, let's see. Speaking about the conspirators in the operation, Hopkins said British journalists all answered to editors who answered to oligarchs who all want knighthoods from the crime family at Buckingham Palace. There's no free press in Britain. We got away with murder. After being told that he only had a short time left to live from his doctors, Hopkins said he would spend his final weeks at home, but admitted that he expects to be arrested after his missions or even signing. I can't say that I care an awful lot. If they try to take me out, they'll be doing me a favour now. He explained that he would be long gone should an investigation be opened, as it would take forever and be very complicated due to the limited records on operations, adding that most of my colleagues are already dead. Hawkins claims that the main conspirator in the murder of Princess Diana was Prince Philip, but said that he will never be charged with anything. Of course, if Prince Philip ever let himself be analysed by a psychiatrist, I'm sure he would diagnose a psychopath. He has all the dark triad traits. Should this case ever be investigated, the most important witness would be Mr. Hopkins' boss, who apparently died of a heart attack in the early 2000s. When Hopkins was asked why he didn't expose the plot earlier or refuse a job at the time, he explained, MI5 agents swore allegiance to the crown. We can't be impartial when it comes to royal family. At best, I would have been done for treason, or worse, Philip would have been signed a grisly fate for me. Yeah. So that was a retired MI5 operative called John Hopkins. Interesting. Yeah, so some of the tweets that Anonymous have been put out are being deleted by Twitter and their videos too. But obviously with social media these days and then people screenshot things and repost. So in some of the tweets, Anonymous have said you had Jeffrey Epstein killed to cover up your history of child trafficking and rape. We have the receipts here at twitter.com/updeatheaters. Then they also go on to say, we challenge US authorities and Interpol to open an investigation into Donald Trump and his involvement in the Jeffrey Epstein child trafficking network that is still very much active and has compromised intelligence and security across Europe and the Five Eyes via blackmail. They go on to say, in case you're wondering what Russia has on Donald Trump, it's blackmail on organised crime, particular human/child trafficking and rape. Maybe the police should stop shooting protesters and arrest real criminals. And they mentioned Donald Trump. Yeah. And then last night, I don't know where this was, but the National Guard have been released on the streets of America. And this resident was just filming, was doing a TikTok video of basically big Humvees driving down the street, which obviously, I mean, if you live in a suburban neighbourhood, you don't see that every day of the week, like. So I'm going to play it here for you, and it's mad. Yeah, so because these people were standing outside on their own porch, or own property, they started to open fire, and it was paintball rounds with ball bearings, I believe. And because they didn't get inside, they opened fire. Like, fucking hell. Talk about a fucking martial law, huh? And also, there's unseen footage that isn't being shown by the media about the cops in Minneapolis with George Floyd. Someone had posted it on the Instagram, which got took down. Surprise, surprise. But obviously, like, let's say social media people receive it and upload it again, repost it. The caption says, breaking, just got this new video. It's all coming together. Police were in the car beating the shit out of George Floyd. One stands, watches, while others attack him. So they have, if you can picture this, they have the passenger door open, and one of the cops is leaning over, and yeah, it seems to be like punching, kicking someone in the back seat. I'm just going to play it here. And this is before they get him on the ground and put the knee on his neck. So why aren't the media showing this? So one of them actually runs around the other door and actually trail him out to the ground. So it's just another angle that the media isn't showing you. Pretty interesting. Right. I've just seen a tweet, a poll by the Sportsman. Do you think John Terry is the best Premier League centre back of all time? No, he's fucking not. Has to be the man of the village, of course. I'm so happy the Premier League is turning back in a couple of weeks' time. Although I'm not happy that the cunts are still gonna win it. Fuck's sake. Never hear any of it. Everyone should just go and fucking cocoon and hide for a while. It'll be like a fucking Istanbul all over again. Never shut up about it, for fuck's sake. So folks, I haven't really got much else to say. I mean, it's now turning 9 o'clock. I didn't put a post up this week for the podcast, so some questions or anything. So I'm going to leave you with this, and the thing I is start doing it from now on at the end of every podcast. Just a wee fun random fact. If anybody cooks, or I'm sure you'd use them for other means, but the wee tins of chopped tomato, the ones that are called the Napolina. I actually didn't know this, but Napolina means little Naples, where they actually come from, and they have been around from 1965. So they are, folks. So the next time you're buying chopped tomatoes and you're looking at the shelves, look out for a Napolina. Remember, it means little Naples. So folks, as always, stay safe, wash your hands, wash your balls. Peace out.
Fuck the police!